Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to day 6, the penultimate day of 0 to 2 million in 7 days via no trading. Hey you! Would you like some cheap and reliable coins? Well, don't worry, because I've got your plays. Make sure to head over to FIFA Coin Zone hotswazlad.com and use discount code FLAIR for 2% off. Or, what you could do, which is a little bit more reasonable, is use your Amazon Prime or $4.99 subscription over on my Twitch channel. Now you may ask, why would you want to do that? That's a pretty good question. I've got you sorted. Basically, you get a daily trading guide. And what if I've got some questions? Twitter DM, Twitch DM, email, business email, you name it. Thanks for watching, and make sure to enjoy the video. So we started the day off, just been doing a little bit of selling. You see I'm probably up 100k from the beginning of last episode. Honestly, didn't sell anywhere near as many golds as I wanted to, but we're going to get in progress of doing that today. And we're actually going to be resupplying the club with some golds in a sec, because I think I'll be doing a little bit of silver, the silver upgrade part of the icon. And I guess just to start this up, because I did one excess yesterday, which I didn't open. We'll open up this. So again, this pack is once again from the second team. I think it's like Rising Stars of the icons. It literally costs you 3.5 to 4.5k, and you do get yourself 1 rare gold and 11 non-rare golds. And let's say they are still going for a little bit. We do actually get boards to start off the episode. What are you going to get? Spanish striker, it is, hey, 84 Rodrigo, that's like 4 or 5k, but yeah, not too shabby. Again, what we've also done is made sure we have sold on a lot of our silvers, because at that moment silvers should be crashing for marquee matchups if you don't know why. Each SBC in the marquee matchups has an opportunity of having an Electrum or silver player pack, flooding your silvers, and then there of course could be that overall reward. So, plan of action is going to be selling loads of silvers, try and sell quite a lot of the non-red golds, because obviously they're still inflated for the UCL marquee matchups. I might even go do the UCL. In fact, yeah, screw it. Next thing you'll see from me actually will be us doing the, I don't think they're madly profitable, but we'll take a little bit of a punt with it, will be the UCL marquee matchup. So, as I did say, we are going to start the day off with some UCL marquee matchups. So it wasn't too pricey, because we've been shouting about 16k. Now, this one's probably a little bit closer, you know, we're paying like, you know, a few hundred coins for the defenders, and then probably about 7k for this one, for one UCL rare by itself. Definitely not worth doing. In the end of the day, I don't really think these are worth doing. I think they're quite risky. I'd say there's probably like a 40% chance, maybe a profit, maybe even close to a 30% chance, but nonetheless, it's not too bad. There you go, this one right here, you know, got Mile right there for 1.9k, him for 1.6, and then the other players, they're all first owner, but moderately, they're only going to be about 400 coins, so a much cheaper SBC right here, you know, what is it, like, probably closer to 6k for a 2 UCL player pack, a little bit better, and of course, over the whole thing, we do manage to get the 3 UCL players, so, and this only, again, this runs out today, so I just want to do it for a little bit of the old content thing. So let's see if we can go and get ourselves anything good. Okay, we've still had a few players selling on, so what would we have? We got at least 1 rare right there, 1 of them right there, and 1 right there. You only get 1 rare in each, damn. Schematic. So I guess they're all basically the exact same pack. So, in the first one, we don't get a walkout, which isn't promising. Who do we get? Of course it's blue. It is going to be... Ooh, Fiesta, 83 rated. Okay, it's not that bad. Probably going to be sent about 4k. Definitely not the 7k which I paid for the pack, but I'm actually going for Fiesta. It's not that bad, you know. I thought I saw Serbia and I was like, oh, this is going to be... It's going to be a bit of a yikes. Fiesta is going for an outstanding... I'm pretty sure about 4k. I'm sure we can send one lazy buys. You know, worst comes worst, and maybe hold on to him tonight. Hope there's something decent. So first pack, okay. You know, if we consistently got players who have 4k, where... I mean... Yeah, we probably wouldn't do too well, but whatever. On to the next pack then. Another rare. It's not a walkout. Of course, it's going to be a boards. What are you going to give us today? It's Spanish. It's centre-back. It's... Oh, it's Veloy, or whatever it is. Oh! Oh, wow! I was expecting that dead centre-back, but he's actually non-rare. Oh, Nacho Fernandez. Oof. That's decent. That's like, what, 10, 15k right there? 8k. Alright, but not bad nonetheless. You know, yeah, happy days. Happy days. Do we get maybe another high-rated non-rare? Maybe a Farman, maybe a Wolf? Okay, well, that's that. And on to the last one. So we get, again, another rare. Yeah, let's see what we're going to get. Okay, no walkout. Brilliant. It is going to be... Let's see if... Oh, there's Pulisic. There you go. Well, I mean, there isn't any amazing, you know, I can't imagine him being worth too much. Actually, who do we get in the rest of that pack before I print it? Morante, I know he's not really worth anything. So, Pulisic is going to be going for about 1.5. So, overall, even with the Nacho and the Fiesta, I probably still think we're probably lost like 1-2k. So, not that bad, because it's a little bit content at the end of the day, but yeah, next thing we'll do, we'll jump underway with doing those silver segments of the Icon SBCs. And we are going to be doing the last 11 of these silver packs we can do. We've literally done every single one, so which means we've done 45 probably over the last 3 days. And I say they've been really, really good, so I thought we'll do the rest of these just before the UCL marquee matchups end, because they do end tonight at 6 PM. So right now, obviously, Liverpool players still like 2k and so on and so on, so I do want to get all this stuff hopefully packed, but yeah, we'll just be cracking through it. Obviously, send over the duplicates to the champs list, and that's going to be the plan of action. I also have a decent knowledge of what sells and what doesn't sell, so we can just like crack for a little bit faster. But yeah, they've been really good. As I say, I really couldn't recommend it. I think a lot of people just really haven't done them because they either think the SBCs are too much or they don't understand that they're literally just risk-free money on these. So yeah, as I say, I couldn't recommend these enough to you guys. You know, there's like 90 SBCs you can do between the bronze upgrades and the silver upgrades. As we do get Bartry, who's probably what, like a 2k player right there. There's a K in a bit at least. And then we get Nastasic, probably another K in a bit. So yeah, pretty decent pack rate there. But yeah, so there's so many players that sell on for like, you know, a little bit of money that I couldn't recommend them anymore. Even again, I don't actually argue this is probably the best way of making coins without trading. Now, of course, you can only do them one off, but again, there are 90 for you to do. That's probably going to take you up like 1 or 2 days, depending how much time you spend on FIFA. So I would argue that this is the best way of making coins. You know, I see, as I said in previous episodes, you know, people say, oh, you could do a draft and then back out the draft in the first round and you might make money. Well, if you're doing that and haven't done the Icon Upgrade SBCs, you're mugging yourself off because you're going to have a much higher chance of making money getting silver packs via that, do the SBCs rather than doing the whole single player thing, which is something I just wouldn't recommend. To move into like our 4th, 5th pack without a boards. I don't really expect boards from these. Again, these aren't like, one thing I'd say with these compared to League SBC method, you're not doing these expecting to pack Ronaldo in every pack, ever so surprisingly. You're doing these because on average you're going to make, it's a bit like the silver packs, right? The silver packs aren't exactly the most interesting thing in the world, but they make you money. And it's basically like these as well, you know. Now, of course, these obviously have maybe a little bit more interest in silver packs because I have got Di Maria's, Jimenez's informs from these. And of course you can get quote-unquote Ronaldo, but obviously your odds are almost non-existent. So yeah, so we're about halfway through the packs right now. It's not been too bad. What are we going to do? Yeah, I guess I'll walk through the plan of action for today. So we've got ourselves around about an hour and a bit to marquee matchups, so that should be interesting to see. I'll probably keep loads of the golds probably in the club for marquee matchups tonight because they've got a little bit cheaper as a rewards, like I said yesterday. So yeah, probably the next thing you'll see will probably be some League SBCs. I don't think you'll be seeing too much BPM over the next few days because I just want to make sure I've got all these profitable SBCs done. So yeah, probably see some League SBCs. You'll then probably see, what will we do? We've got loads of the bronze upgrades still to do where you put in the bronze. So I think yeah, for the next literally today and tomorrow's episode, you'll see nothing but SBCs. Not 82 Ray Garcia right there, 81 Gulam, not too bad. This guy, I mean, I swear, him and the Algerian striker or goalkeeper from was it Notts County just won't leave me alone. I think an absolute nightmare. But yeah, so I think you'll just basically see a plethora of SBCs over the next few days because if there's one thing I'd say is like once you've broken past 100k, or well, it's more. I guess it's maybe more the case of if you haven't already done the proper SBCs, you've got to be doing them. Okay, so we've got ourselves 3 packs left now. Not 1 boards, which is a bit strange because I'd expect you normally get like at least 1 boards in 10. But in the end of the day, the 83s aren't going for an overly too much, you know. If you really want to invest in high rate golds right now, it's actually not a bad time. I think you get the closest to being a board 82 right there with Guardado. But yeah, moving underway with the last 2 packs. We actually don't have too much room on the transfer list, so ideally we won't get too many duplicates. But yeah, they've been good to me, these packs. You know, I've actually, what's really interesting, and I guess it's quite nice doing this Road to Glory because I actually really have stayed away from doing these always on my main account because I'm just there having the perception that these are costing 7k a piece. So I guess that's quite a nice thing with this Road to Glory. I've learned new ways of making money because arguably, I don't know, I think maybe it might be faster than trading even doing these, especially if you get in a decent pack luck and you know, golds are going for a bit. So we're moving on to the last one. We'll get Eric in right there. And yeah, it's been a decent little pack opening. The next thing we shall do though is probably going to be some League SBC. I mean, we'll sell loads of the golds and yeah, we'll crack away some League SBCs. So, just before whatever comes out at 6 PM, not that we can really trade with it, just it might change what we do SBC-wise. We're going to do a few counter SBCs, nothing too much, just a bunch of Electrum packs and so on. So, yeah, we've got ourselves Caligari done, Florentina, over to Lazio, so 25k pack, and Napoli, that's a 45. Actually, there are some decent. Then we actually have Sampdoria. So, we'll start with Sampdoria, start at the bottom, I guess. So, this is the half of 50k pack. Really, really cheap SBC. I actually had a few of these first owner. I guess it was probably about 500 coins per player. Average out, and then 2.5k for that. So what's that? 510. Oh, actually, I guess it was like 7.5k in the end, actually. So a little bit pricey. But 7.5k pack for half a 50k. There's worse. The thing is, if I waited till after 6 PM, it'd be way cheaper because there'd be probably a bunch of Electrum and Silvers. So, you know, it'd be a little bit cheaper. But then over the Prime pack, and you'll see, even though there are a few rares in here, nothing too expensive. Probably gonna be sent about 6-7k for a Prime pack. Would be quite hard to go and lose money on that. There's that. We actually have 5 packs, you guys. You're so lucky. We got Lazio, really cheap SBC. You can see golden on rares, gold rares. You know, probably averaging about 400 or 500 coins for the SBCs. Probably about 5k. For a 25k pack, not bad. We actually need to get a little bit more ratings. Let me just switch these over, and there you go. Happy days. There's that. We're then going to scroll all the way up here to the Caligari SBC, if I'm not wrong. Oh no, it's Fiorentina. There you go, Fiorentina. Nice, cheap little SBC. See, I had the set about untradeable, but yeah, probably about 5k for a premium Electro pack. Again, it would be quite hard to lose mucho dinero on that one. And we're on to, we only have 5 in the end, actually. We have Caligari, which again, super cheap SBC. All you need to do is use the striker right here, 1-7. I think we might have had a few players pack pulled, but yeah, it's, again, in the end of the day, it's only pushing about 5-6k for a premium Electron and relatively risk-free. Now, I wouldn't say they're quite as good as the, what's it called? The upgrades for the icons, but obviously you can only do the upgrades for the icons once, whereas these, theoretically, you can do over and over again. So, let's go see what we're going to get in our packs if we can head over to them. So, I guess I'll go for the least anticlimactic one. So we got the 25k pack. This is from Lazio. Only cost us about, again, 5-6k. We're not going to get boards from it, so nothing too interesting. It's actually quite nice, which I didn't realise as well, is the Liverpool SBC actually runs for another like 3 hours, because I forgot that they released it at 8 PM, so I'd have a little bit longer to sell the English players and Liverpool and so on if I did want to sell them. Proper actually would do pretty well for that. But yeah, other than Proper, I guess we'll send it all over to the club. Discard matey over here and move underway to the second pack. Second pack is, we won't do the Prime one. We'll go and do one of these premium Electrum ones. These were both about 5-6k. One from Fiorentina, one from Sassuolo, I think it was, something like that. Hey, boards in the first one. It's going to be a gold. It's going to be a French centre-back Kimpembe. Oh! Laporte! Pog Champiano. We're going to get about 10k from Laporte, and then another few k from, no, like 1-2k from Malcolm. Another k from Nolito. Probably get another k from this guy. Yeah, really, really good pack there. Not too bad. Oh no, Striker's not going to be too much, but yeah, not too bad of a pack right there. We'll move him over. He's obviously used for the Eredivisie. Moving on to the next one of these, which again would have come from a 5, nothing more than 6k. So obviously in the first one, we profited like 8k maybe. Not a walkout in the second one. It is going to be a Venezuelan. Isn't this guy from the Japanese league? It is indeed, matey, from Saudi league. Sorry, I'm terrible. Centre back nonetheless. I think it goes for about 2k. This one goes for 2k. I will get them sold on pretty fast. Okay, John Flano probably goes for a k on that, but yeah, not too bad of a pack nonetheless, even though I didn't get a board or anything. Scrap underway with the... Let's go with this rare gold one first. This was the one from Sampdoria. Again, cost us 7.5k. If we don't get boards, we'll be disappointed. We do get boards. It's gold. It's German goalkeeper. Ooh, it's Baumann, 83 rated. Nothing to scream and shout about. What are you going to get? Chris Smalling, Thierry. Yeah, it's a bit meh. Alright, let's move on to the 45k pack though, which is 8k for the SBC. What are we going to get? It's not a walkout. It is a board, which is good because I've had many a 45k pack in my time where you haven't even had boards. It is going to be Mkhitaryan. You can tell because, well, I mean, how many other good is it Albania? No, it's not Albania. Is it Azerbaijan? Armenia. Jesus Christ, man. We get Wijnaldum. That's another little bit K right there. Ah, we got Gomez. So that's 2k on each. Gomez. And yeah, what we'll do next is, well, I guess we'll see what comes at 6 PM and see which SBCs end up being good value for money. Because again, loads of silvers could crash and therefore there could be a few decent SBCs. So yeah, we'll be waiting for that. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side of 6 PM. So, fresh off the release of Marquee Matchups, we're just going to go and do it. They've actually made this one super cheap because it's like, this is the only team that needs any sort of rating or gold. So it's literally this team and then you can use bronzes for the rest of them. I guess EA's been using high chemistry. Maybe they want to take some specific players. But yeah, basically again, everyone's pack pulled. This guy's, I mean, everyone's pack pulled / everyone's actually untradeable. Apart from the gold sandwich for 400 coins. And that gets us a gold players pack. So, again, I can't really talk about profit because every single one is literally done with either untradables or bronzes. But these ones again, now you might be like, these guys are expensive for SBCs, but in the end of the day, whatever SBCs that I don't complete tomorrow, I just wasted silvers, and I really doubt I'm going to complete these two because these are both very expensive SBCs in the counter way. But yeah, we are using Japanese league players just because again, I don't know if I'll quite get around to them, and if I do, I'm sure they're only 200 coins. Then we head over to the La Liga one. Oh no, we'll do this one first. This one again, use 2 Pro League and then I use the Championship. Now I understand I'm using silvers, but these silvers really, apart from being used in gold upgrades, don't have a mad use. And finally we do have the the La Liga ones. And again, these, you know, just using some plebs. But yeah, all the packs are kind of a little bit naff, and again, everyone's untradeable and so on and so on. But yeah, so the packs aren't too amazing in it. We also have foot swap. There you go. That's just showing you that the new foot swap's come out. But yeah, what we are going to do is we are going to go and crack underway with the packs right now. What it'll actually do as well, it'll actually throw me out and make me do the foot swap. But we have what, a prime pack, which is decent. There you go. An Electrum pack, it's okay. Gold players pack, premium gold packs. I'll tell you what, the packs just aren't anything to scream and shout about. You know, we've got a 5k pack there, we've got a 7.5k pack. And between the rest of them, I think we have like 8 gold rare players maybe, but whatever, open up the 5k pack, let's see what we do manage to get ourselves in it. Surprisingly, no boards. I'd be surprised if we even got a rare in that, maybe? I don't think we got a rare. No, we didn't. We did get ourselves Kazari. We get 1k coins, happy days. We get Piatti. We might be able to sell Piatti for like, I don't know, a little bit of coins, high rated, non-rare. What we'll do is we'll move up the players. We'll send him to the champs list, and that's all she wrote with the 5k pack. Let's move on to the next one then. The 7.5k pack. It's no boards. Oh, no walkout, sorry. No, but, well, I think that does mean we get a rare player, but again, nothing interesting. There you go, Jordan Lukaku. Again, I'm not really too interested. Move up the Januzaj. On to the next player, we got gold players pack, an Electrum players pack, and then ourselves a prime pack to end all off. But yeah, I'd say nothing amazing. Definitely worth doing if you haven't already done them. Definitely, because you can literally do them with stuff in your club. Slash, even if you actually want to do them, if you don't have stuff in your club, actually, go and open a bunch of bronze packs. Oh, there you go, look decent. We get a bunch of high rate prem players. I'm sure they'll all sell on. But yeah, go and open a bunch of bronze packs. That'll stack your club up with players which you can use to get high chemistry, and that's kind of all you need. Here we go. Let's go and do the Electrum one. I say they also didn't flood silvers. Now these SBCs normally flood silvers and make them really cheap, but it's made them relatively cheap. It's not like we have 2 silver packs and an Electrum pack. We have 1 Electrum pack. So there have been loads of silver deals pick up. I've gone and picked up on an alt account. Really no one there from League SBCs. Of course, he's Championship. He's from the Saudi League. He's from the Japanese League. But yeah, the rest are from like Danish League, Czech League, Polish League. Nothing too much to scream and shout about. Let's move on to the last pack though. The Prime Gold pack. It's no walkout. It's no boards. It's... What was that? Was that the Dragovic, is it? No, I didn't see what flag it was. It was Argentina with Salvio. So there's that. The next thing we're probably going to do is... I'll probably do a bunch of League SBCs because they probably stayed relatively cheap. So yeah, next thing you guys will see is a bunch of League SBCs. So we are going to end off today's episode with some League SBCs from a bunch of different leagues, actually. We're basically just filling up and completing off all the League SBCs that are decent to do because, of course, we've got today's episode, tomorrow's episode, and then we're done. So we just want to make sure we've done all the decent ones before the road story is over. So we're going to crack underway the Serie A to start off. The Serie A, we have got the likes of Inter Milan, not too bad. Rare Electrum pack. I'm pretty sure this SBC cost me probably around about 9-10k. Honestly, worth the punt. You know, it's a bit of a it's worth the punt, I'd say. If you're sitting on like not many coins, probably won't be the first SBC I do, but it's not too shabby. And the second SBC, I'm pretty sure the last one over at the couch rate is Torino. And again, this team was a very, very cheap one. We get a small gold players pack, and the team mustn't have cost much more than 6k. So, which again means we just have to average 1k per player in the pack, but you know, it's half a 50k pack. It's not too bad. That is us done for the Serie A, so we'll unfavourite that. Head over to Liga NOS. Don't think we had too many done the Liga NOS, mainly just there it is, V. Gamares. I actually had a few of these players untradeable. I'm pretty sure the Setabat was untradeable. It was indeed. Was untradeable? No, it was tradable, but it was just pack pulled. And then we had this guy who was untradeable, who's actually quite an expensive player for the SBC. So you can see we just used a bunch of goalkeepers, left backs. Very, very cheap team. You know, you'll see 900 coins here, 1k there. And yeah, it's pretty cheap. Actually, we had a lot of it, what's it called? Pack pulled. So there's that one. Happy days. That's another small red gold pack. It's half of a 50k pack. I believe that's all we have in the League of NOS, to be honest, isn't it? Yeah, we looked at doing that one, but it's actually a fair bit more than I thought it'd be. So remove that, and then we've got some ones in the Premier League which are cheapo. So we've got Bournemouth's pack, which is nothing more than that silver icon pack. We just get a gold players pack, so 1 rare in that. Again, super cheap team. I'm pretty sure it's about 5k. Bronzes, golden on rares, you know, 1 rare. Happy days. And I'm pretty sure onto the 5th pack, and the last pack of this episode is going to be Brighton's, which again is yet another half a 50k pack in the game. It probably is around about 6 or 7k. A few more gold rares in there, but might actually be 6k. So we'll start off with a boring one. This one again was only about 5k as Bournemouth's pack. We don't get a walkout. And we do not get a boards, but nonetheless, we're going to get loads and loads of non-rares, which we'll be able to, you know, sell for a few coins because they're going for a little bit. So, send that right there. At the end of this episode as well, we'll be selling everything off because I've been a little bit lazy with selling stuff. I must have about 1.2k items or something like that in the club. So, yeah, I really need to get around it. So, what do we have here? Okay, these are really good then. So, arguably, we have 100k packs worth of gold rares. So we're going to get. We do get no boards. Sorry, no walkout. We do get boards though. It is Spanish. Right wing, it's Calhoun. Ooh, could have actually been Suso, but yeah, I'll take an 84 Calhoun any day. Could have been Aspas actually. Ooh, and a Yao Cancelio. So that's probably another 3k right there. Not a bad start. We'll go and discard him because Saudi League Venezuelan, not the top of everyone's demand. So on to the second pack. It is not a walkout. It is a board. It's good to see. We get Dutch left mid. It's gonna be Promes. Always is Promes. Actually, Dutch are quite a few high rate players this year, and they got like Promes, Strootman, obviously Robben, De Vrij, De Ligt. You know, they got some numbers, but there you go. There's Promes. Nothing else too interesting in that pack. Because of course, one thing that happens is the what's it called, the UEFA or the UCL marking matchups has obviously ended, so yeah, no, can't make anything of that. No walkout. Do get a board for the third time in a row. Brazilian centre mid. Salmon. Actually, my mind went blank there. I couldn't think off the top of my head who it would have been, but I think it only could have been Alan. We did get Fabian Delph right there, so nothing too much to shout about. And underway with the last pack of the episode, a rare Electrum pack. 6 rare golds, 6 rare silvers, 0 walkouts, at least one boards. It is Croatian goalkeeper. It's going to be Super 83 rated. Happy days. So let's see if we get that pack then. Hopefully we'll just get some expensive silver. Of course you get 6 rare of them. They are slightly down because of market matchups. Hey, we get Mount, which is I'd say the guy I went to school with. Actually we get goalkeeper. I know he's worth 2 to 3k. He's worth 1k. He's probably worth a k. And nothing too much to shout about in that pack. So there we go. That is the end of day 6 of 0 to 2 million in 7 days, which isn't looking exactly likely. But yeah, thank you very much for the spawn show again. I do apologise. This one is a late episode, but as I just hadn't really had enough content for the recording, so I had to do a little bit in the morning. So yeah, so just playing around with the upload times and all that malarkey. Should be live at 3 if I'm not wrong. But yeah, thanks for watching. I shall see you guys tomorrow with the last episode. But one thing I will ask is, what do you want to see as the next Road to Glory? My idea is to do a 0 to 2 million on PC because, of course, you know, I always recommend PC guys to do what I do on Xbox and PlayStation. But I wouldn't know the what it's like, and obviously doing the Road to Glory on Xbox gave me, you know, kind of opened up some doors of me knowing what trading is actually like on a console I don't trade on. So, if you would like to see that on PC, feel free to hit me up. If you have any other ideas you'd like to see, feel free. I don't know, maybe we could do one without any silver trading, because of course that's my go-to trading method. But which would just be like League SBCs, then we'd be on to maybe, I mean, we could do some position changing, but feel free to hit me up down below in the comments what you guys would like to see. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys tomorrow with the last episode of 0 to 2 million in 7 days.